Hello there, successionaires. How y'all doing out there? Getting ready to get the show going in just a little bit. Yep, don't have long, just a little bit. I'm doing my finalizing everything. Interesting show this evening. Interesting show.
Hello, and welcome to William Murray's series, The Road to Success. It is the thought and action process to success. Welcome to the conference call. This service is provided by free conference. Sorry, the access code or PIN you entered is invalid.
See that? That's why I come out and do it early. They won't let me on. That's okay. I mean, I got time. I got 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I know what I did wrong. Now I see what I did wrong.
Hello, and welcome to William Murray's series, The Road to Success. It is the thought and action process to success. Welcome to the conference call. This service is not... Sorry, the access code or PIN you entered is invalid.
I was rushing and my finger hit the wrong button. Yep, my finger hit the wrong. Oh, that ain't the one I want.
You will now enter the conference.
There it is. Yep, there it is. All right, there's what I want. That's just what I wanted. Oh, it was such a beautiful day today, y'all. It's springtime, and I think I've got spring fever. Yeah, I think I might have got infected with spring fever. Mic check, mic check.
Mic check. Sounding good.
All right, thank you, darling. Boy, you know what they say, you're only as good as the people around you. And I've got some good people around me, and I'm still, you know, I'm looking for a couple interns. I talked to a gentleman today that has a 14-year-old son. I offered him a job. So he will see what his son says about the job. It ain't paying much, but he put money in his pocket. But what I need him to do, say 14, so, you know, that's a good age. And I told him I'm teaching business and a lot of other stuff. And see how he is. If he's hungry. Because the age of 14, you know, it depends. You know, on where the parents have taught them and showed them and taught them and, you know, where their head is. So we'll see. But I am looking for interns, family. I'm looking for interns. I'm also looking to hire anyone who knows anything about connecting YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and maybe Zoom and all that together. If you're out there and you know how, give me a call here at the Institute at 240-619-2019. I'm looking for someone that can help me finish with all my systems that I'm going to put together because I can't seem to get the hang of it. And something I'm not doing right, and I can't quite figure out what it is. That's how I had all my systems working. So as soon as I find someone, if you're out there and you got a company or a business, and you know how to do all of that, give me a call. Because I've got new camera work. I've got new computers. I've got a teleprompter. I got all of that. I just need to know how to connect all that stuff together and make it work. So I'm hoping that someone out there is hearing me and can do and know someone or have a business that does that. I'm going to post it on Facebook, I think, and see if I can get any replies or get anything, someone that can, because there's someone out there that know how to do it. I just got to find them, because the gentleman I thought was going to be able to do it didn't. I've been working with him for 3 weeks now, and he hasn't done everything yet and right. And I called a gentleman who I thought knew, but he's gone a different direction in his business, and he doesn't. So let me get ready to kick this show off, because it's going to be an interesting show this evening. I'm really, really, really going to need y'all to chime in with me. As after I do what I'm going to do and I open the lines, I want y'all to chime in. Hello, Successionaires, and welcome to the talk show, The Road to Success. The talk show, The Road to Success, is a talk show about any and everything you want to talk about. But remember, we always have main topics. I'm your host, Professor William Murray, and I'm also the president of the Millionaire Mastermind Institute, which is an institute for entrepreneurs and future entrepreneurs, or anyone that wants to live a better life and with the knowledge of how. It is at the institute where millionaire mindsets, lifestyles, and businesses are made. We, the MMI, take you from idea to implementation and beyond. The show, The Road to Success, is part of the Millionaire Mastermind Institute. It's just me putting out there the knowledge that I know to get you to know to attend, to become a member of the Millionaire Mastermind Institute, and join the family. And as always, y'all, as always, the God in me greets and blesses the God in you. This evening's show, I hope, is an interesting show and will touch you and get you to see and kind of open up a little bit. Open up your mind, your abilities, and the fact of what is. I don't know what I'm going to really, really talk about and say. I do have a slight little outline, but it's not really what I normally do and have. I want to freelance tonight. I got something that's on my mind, y'all, and I was on Facebook the other day, and this lady posted something, and it got me. It really, really got me. And I said, no, that's what I'm going to talk about. Black love. Black love. It's a very powerful thing. Black love is a very powerful thing, y'all. Wait, because of our culture and of our strong spirit. And spirit is love. Love is your spirit. And we're more attached to our spirit and the fact of love and enjoyment, forgiveness, than any other nationality, any other race of people. We just don't know it. We don't. Because black love is nothing but power, baby. It's nothing but power. There it is. There, I got it. Let me do this. Okay. And, I've been thinking a lot about this because my belief, I must admit, are a lot different from anyone else's. And I see our brother Zimmerman out there and Yvonne are there. I'm glad to see y'all out there because I'm going to need some help with this. And I know Brother Zimmerman, you're about to say you might be a year or two older than me, or we're somewhere close to the same age. And I know you're experienced. You've been out there a while, and I know you'll be able to chime in and give me 2 cents somewhere along the line when I open up the lines. But we talk about black love, y'all. Black love, togetherness. See, I didn't really settle down until I was in my 40s. I woke up one morning, I never forget, I was about 42 years old, and I said, I'm tired of out here having, and I did. I had some beautiful women, and I had some nice women, but I was tired, and I wanted that one. I wanted that one. I said, I'm ready to settle down. I'm tired, y'all. I really, really want to settle down. I never, ever saw the purpose of marriage. I didn't understand the purpose of marriage. I said, I don't want to get married. But I woke up and said, I'm tired. I really want that one that can help me, keep me focused, build me, and grow with me. And like they say, you never know. Like I say, when you put it out there to your universe and give it to your God and work toward it, they'll fulfill your dreams, your wishes, your desires. Without realizing that my wife, who I'm married to now, and it's coming up on 28 years. Yep, that's right, 28 years, 29 years. Was 2 houses down from me, and was my neighbor for 7 years, and I didn't even know she existed. It's just one of them things that happened, and life and God, my God force, my universe put us together. Best thing to ever happen to me. Best thing to ever happen to me. And you know, I do. I've loved and I've lost. I've lost and I've loved. And you know, because I love so much, because I love so much, and I love so hard. You know, it's a great feeling. Somebody got background. Please, y'all, mute your phone. Mute your phone. And see, I'm a very kind-hearted person. I'm a very loving person. I'm a very affectionate person. You know, and I realize there are many types of love. Many types of love. And I love to love. And you know, y'all hear me tell you all the time, I love you. And ain't nothing you can do about it. And I really, really do. I do love you. And you know, my wife doesn't even get upset when I tell someone I love them. Because she understands me. She knows me. And knows that there are many types of love. I'm just that type of person, and I love to love. And I'm black, and I love our queen mothers. Oh, do I love black women. Because of your power, your strength, that rhythm, that glide in your stride. It's just to see you walk. Just to see the beauty of you. See, to me, there's no such thing as an ugly black woman. But here's the thing, see, as fine as you may look outside, it's inside that has to be beautiful. Because if you got an ugly heart, I don't care what you look like, you ugly. If you got a good, loving heart, you're beautiful. I don't care what you look like. You are beautiful. And see, I believe, and I know for fact, because I know how I am. You can love more than one person at the same time. Because there are so many different types of love. I got 2 very, very good friends, my buddies. We've been friends now for about 40-some years, almost 50 years. And that's why I love them brothers. I truly love them 2 men, my brothers. We don't talk all the time, but we talk. I've got female friends. You know, here's the thing that I realized, and like I said, I'm woke. I'm woke, y'all. If you only love one person, you are one and only person. If you only love one person, you're lonely. Because no one person can fulfill everything that you want, that you do to enjoy life, that makes you smile. I know I'm not the only one to make my wife smile. And I am not a jealous type person. See, one thing I realized, my wife had a life before me. So who am I to block her from her life and her happiness? Although you got to make yourself happy. Nobody can make you happy. You have to make yourself happy. But I'm not a jealous type person. I'm a very trusting person. Just like she trusts me. I tell her, I may not love you perfectly, but I love you as best as I can. I got friends that I tell I love you. They're friends, but I love them. Different love from that and the love of my wife. And the love of my love, whoever that is. But something happened the other day. I told you I was on Facebook, and it really upset me. It was early in the morning. It must have been about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. And, I always talk to my spirit when I wake up. First thing I do is talk to my spirit. I always do. I always lay there quiet and just listen. And then we start talking. And then when I turned on and said, okay, I'm going to look and see what they're talking about this morning on Facebook. This lady had posted a post, y'all. I'm going to read y'all this post. And it kind of got me. I don't know what it was. Here's what she posted. Black women, more than any other race, have been forced to raise their children alone or run their household alone. Other races of men seem to hang in there. It is time for men to see the strength of black women. Can you all men refrain from praising other races of women? We are most likely left out in the cold. Focus on the black woman. Long ago, even uneducated black women mastered their family situations alone. Some of those black beautiful were stuck with 4 or more children. Turn around and look at all the black queens that have been left. We always have been denied the praise. Give your own women stability. Praise us too. And that kind of got me. Because I am sick. No, I'm not sick and tired. I'm sick and damn tired of y'all knocking us. We love you, Queen. We love you, Black. We love you. But so you aren't understanding the situation that the system has put us in. Now, here was my reply to her. You believe the BS lie told to you by the system. Black men love and adore you, black queens. It is not always us. Remember, it takes 2. I travel the country speaking and teaching people the road to success. I'm a mindologist and try to wake women and men up about the truth. Because we are feared by the colonizers and are so miseducated by them and the system, and you spread the lies. All nationalities of people have the same problem. It is just that they degrade the African American people most. Stop spreading their lies and wake up and stop helping them. Know this. A lie is 16 times more powerful than the truth because of mindset like yours. You had a man problem and you blame every black man. It is not always us. Try a soul mirror and look into it. There are millions of good black men out here. Don't blame all of us for your situations. You are where you are behind your choices. We love you, our beautiful queen mothers. From the heart of a loving and caring black man and educator. Now, I don't normally do stuff like that. But that morning, it just got me. Well, she's blaming us. Now, here's what I want y'all to think about. And I'm going to show y'all something. How many of y'all out there saw the movie Claudine? With James Earl Jones and Diana Carroll. They didn't realize they showed us the system. Because you remember when she started dating James Earl Jones. And she had children. And she was on public assistance. When the white lady came to her house, she checked everything. The closets, the refrigerator, under the bed, in the bathroom, to make sure she didn't have a man. What does that do? That's telling her, making her raise her child alone. James Earl Jones was willing to help her. He fell in love with her, and vice versa. But the system would not let her have a man. Here's something else y'all don't realize. They put all these, what they call the hood, in low income. And put 50,000 people in a 10-block radius. 50,000 to 100,000 people to a 10-block radius. And gave no jobs. And if they gave jobs, they gave them to the women. See, it's not that, here's what you got to realize, because I was one. I wasn't a deadbeat dad. I was a dead broke dad at times. I learned how to hustle and hustle out in the street to make money. And take care of my son. That's the reason I say every time I was looking for a job, I hired me. I hired me. And I realized no one's going to pay me what I can pay me. Nor can anyone make me happy but me. Look at the situation now. They won't hire black men. They aren't deadbeat, they're dead broke. Big difference. We love you. We want to be there for you. We want to be the strength. But if they can't get a job, and they don't start a business, what does that leave them? We love you. We love you, black women. Don't listen to the system tell you that black men ain't no good. And don't listen to the women because she made a bad choice or made a choice and wasn't perfect herself and didn't treat a good man that she had because he may not have made the money that she needed for him to make. But tomorrow is coming. And there's always a brighter day tomorrow. Look at how many women have let a man go for him to go out there and find a woman who will help him, who will build him, who will support him until he reaches his plateau of success. Think about what I'm telling y'all. It's not the black man, it's the system that was put together. Now, I can't think of the name of the movie. I've really been trying to think of this movie, y'all. I can't think of it. And it compared the welfare of black men, of black people, and the welfare of white people. Although there are 3 times as many white people on welfare as black people. But you don't know that because they don't tell you that. 3 times as many. For every 4 people on welfare, 3 of them are white. But they tell you ain't no good. And you're believing that system. You're believing that lie. And so now they got you thinking, because now this one woman, she had a bad relationship. But was it all him? I'm not saying we're perfect. By no means are we perfect. As great and good as I am, I know I'm not perfect. That's why I tell my wife, I may not be perfect, but I love you as best as I can. And I love life as best as I can. And I love those that I love as best as I can. See, like I told you, I don't believe you can just love one person. If you just love one person, you're a lonely person. Because you want that one person to fulfill all your needs, and that is relatively impossible. Black queens, it's not black men don't love you and mistreat you. It's the system that's got you believing that we do. It's the system that's got you believing that we're no good. It's the system that's got you believing that we're no good. And you fall into it. So you have a bad relationship. So you might be married for 10 years and you grow apart. That doesn't make him a bad man. That doesn't make you a bad woman. It's just that y'all's life grew apart. See, y'all got the upper hand, and I'm being honest on this, because the courts won't give us our children, won't give the men the children. And you get mad and won't let us see our children. I'm not a deadbeat. I might be dead broke. But there's going to be a better day, because I'm not going to stay broke. Work with me. I'm going to do the best. I know the hell I went through with my son. Oh, God, I know the hell I went through with my son's mother. But it was worth every bit of it, just so I could be in my son's life. What it meant, I went through hell and back. But I always loved the way I thought that regardless of what she does to me, as long as I can see my son, I'll be all right. As long as I can be in my son's life, I'll be all right. I'm not always going to struggle. And look at me now. Look at me now. Things get better. Men, same thing. It goes vice versa. It goes vice versa. Because you have a bad relationship with one person, don't compare the whole gender. And ladies, look in the mirror. It's not always the man. Men, look at the women. It's not always the women. What did I tell her? Look in a soul mirror. So it means look deep within yourself and look at you. Look at you. You know, the greatest feeling, I swear, is the love. I ain't lying. God Almighty. I feel so good when I love. And I love to love. Oh, that just makes my day. Y'all don't know what love does for me. It's my whole complete existence. Love. Balance. Understand your balance, y'all. Understand your balance. See, people don't realize, so you got to take a look at you and say, what is my balance? Have that conversation with your mate. Have that conversation with you. Black love, y'all. See, y'all don't realize the hell that men go through because you think we don't want to raise our children, don't want to love our children, don't want to be around our children. You're very, very wrong, women. The lady who wrote that evidently had a bad relationship, so she's taking it out on all black men. So it means, you know, loneliness is a bitch. Loneliness is a beast. And if you're lonely, it's your fault. Because you're saying no to someone that God might have said here, and you're saying no. So he's not 6 feet tall like you wanted. So, I love dark-skinned women, y'all. My wife is medium brown. Best thing ever happened to me. My friends that I have, that I love, may not fit what I thought. But the love is great and the joy is there. You don't have to hate someone or dislike someone or talk bad about someone because you grow apart. You grow apart. That person in your life, your universe, your God force, put that person in your life to give you a lesson. Learn that lesson, because without that person, you wouldn't have grown into the person you are now. And if it is a negative person, that's your fault. You can't blame them for your negativity. That is on you. That is on you. You know, to be jealous is a very, very cruel emotion. To be jealous is it's the second cruelest emotion that exists, is jealousy. Jealousy is the cruelest emotion that exists. You know what the cruelest emotion is? The number one emotion? Hate. Hate is the only emotion that is worse than jealousy. Who are you to tell me that I can't love someone else in the manner that helps me? If I want to hang out with my buddy, so be it. You can't be you can't take the place of my best friend. Although you may be my best friend, but there can be number two. If I tell my wife, baby, I'm going over to John Fred's, she just tell me enjoy. If I say, baby, I'm going to see Tommy, she'll say, enjoy your day. She won't tell me, well, you got to be back at a certain time, or what time I don't hear that. Give me some me time. Give me some buddy time. Can you have a friend of the opposite sex and not be sexual? Yes, you can. If you don't trust your mate, then that's the issue that you have. That's the issue that you have. Because you know, in order to make anything work, there has to be trust. You know, my wife has gone out of town several times. She's gone to Hawaii twice by herself. She's gone to Texas. She's gone to California. She's gone and gone because I can't go. My job won't, my business, I couldn't get away. Don't mean I could stop her from going. She went with her girlfriends. They went on bus trips, boat trips, plane trips, vacations. I'm not going to stop her because I can't go. What justice is that? That's not fair to her. It's not fair. I don't want to grow old alone. But now I don't need no man. I don't need no man. You got a problem if you're talking about you don't need no man. Or I don't need a woman. You definitely got a problem. I don't want to grow old alone, y'all. I do not want to grow old alone. Loneliness is a beast, y'all. And to think that you don't need a mate or a friend or a man or a woman, you've got major mental problems. Even if ain't nothing but like I say, if you're single, to have a friend with benefits. I believe in that, y'all. Because you never know what it's going to turn into. Look how many people are happy couples now, and they were friends first. For years they were friends. I got a friend right now in Tennessee, has a friend, and they just hooked up. They just hooked up a few months ago. And they were friends for years. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. You never know. You got to look in your soul mirror. Because if you go grow old being lonely, you got a major, major problem. I don't want to grow old alone, y'all. I don't. I told my wife, You know how a lot of people, well, if I die, you better not get nobody else. Are you out your mind? So I'm supposed to stop living because you're no longer living. No. Lines are open, y'all. Somebody talk to me. Somebody tried to come in a while ago. Somebody talk to me. Lines are open. Talk to me. If I'm wrong, correct me. Talk to me. Lines are open.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, so I guess, we all shy, so I figured, hey, let me be the first one. Let me raise my hand and go ahead and get my comment out the way.
Yes.
I just think that it's interesting that people will allow, one or two negative experiences to dictate whether or not they're going to be happy in the present, or in the future. It's definitely not a way to live your life being bound by that. Now, I will say that if you keep having the same experience over and over again, it's not the other people. It's you.
That's right.
And it's the people that you'll be like, and people say all the time, well, I didn't do anything to them. No, you may not have done anything to provoke that person. You may not have done anything to warrant what you got from them. However, when it comes to looking at conflict resolution in the manner, we have to realize that we played a part in everything that happens. And your part is that you allow these people space in your life. You said yes to these people. And I want to make it clear that this is regardless if it's just a friendship, something that's completely platonic, or it is, a romantic relationship. And as a woman, especially as women, we say yes. No man can come into our lives in a romantic way without us giving him the okay, without us saying yes. So if you keep having the same experiences with men, it's you.
It's you.
If you can't have friendships with anybody, it's you. It is you. You are the one that say yes to people. You give space to these people. You're giving your energy and your time to these people. So you have to ask yourself, what is it that you need? What is it that you really want? And when it comes to just thinking about having, being in partnership with someone in a serious relationship, what do you need? And really, sometimes we have no business pursuing a romantic relationship because you're not healed, you're not whole, you're still holding on, to all of these things. And I'm not saying that you won't have, some people you will have some baggage, but if you have glaring issues, those are things that you need to fix. And then you may meet somebody who is willing to work through that with you. We can't keep throwing each other away. We have issues, in our community that need to be dealt with, but at the same time, that person is not your therapist.
That's right.
Just because I allow you to be in a relationship with me, or I allow, and I'm holding space for you. If I see that you're doing the work, then okay, because we need to be a whole person. You can't pour into somebody else and your cup is not full. You're going to constantly, deplete yourself.
Lady T, something that really makes a major problem for relationships. You want to change that person instead of y'all making adjustments. So you can't really change nobody. That's when the relationship doesn't work when you try to change them. But if y'all work to make it work and make that adjustment, you adjust your life and they adjust their life and it'll work.
Yeah, and I try to make it clear to my person. I'm not trying to change you, because when you're talking about changing somebody, you're really trying to change what's at the core of them, their personality, their values, things like that.
Right.
No, if you're getting into a relationship with someone, then if what they believe in and stuff does not align with you, or you can't take that, okay, that's like a hard line and you just don't agree, and if it's that big of a deal to you, you have no business being in a relationship with that person in the first place.
Yeah.
Now, if I say I want better for you and I see that you can be great in this area and I encourage you to do that, then that's different, because I'm pushing you to be the best version of yourself. It's different from me trying to change you. And I need
need for you to understand the difference. Like, I'm not trying to change your personality. What's at the core of you is still the same, but maybe you can expand your mindset in this area, or, you know, increasing this skill because it's something that you can do that's going to make you better. But, no, you're not in the business of changing anybody. You are into accepting them the way they are and encouraging them to be a greater version of themselves.
That's right.
Changing them, no.
You're right.
Because now you're looking for a different person. So if that's the person that you want, that's the person that you need to sit your ass down for and ask God to bring you.
Yeah.
But you can't change anybody.
You're right. Well, you'll catch hell trying, but if you can adjust, if you can help them adjust along with you, oh, it's going to work. Oh, it's going to work.
Right.
It's going to work. You know, that's the biggest thing. Like I said, it's that word adjustment is a very powerful word in a relationship. Adjustment. No one is perfect. No one's going to be everything that you want. You know what? Like I told you, I love dark-skinned women. Oh, I used to love, I always want my woman to be dark-skinned. But the best thing that happened to me was my wife. And she's not dark-skinned, she's brown. And the color don't matter then, because I love every chocolate drop of them. Because if I were to pick a woman to be my wife, I wouldn't have picked my wife. But because I let God pick her for my spirit picked her, my universal force picked her, best thing ever happened to me. And the fact that I realized it was my blessing. That was my blessing. For those who have really met me and know me, know I'm a very loving man. I'm very gentle. My wife knows I'm very affectionate. You know, one time I'll never forget when I had my clothing store. And I've told this story before. And the beauty salon was right next door to my clothing store. And the lady who was supposed to have done her nails and her hair wasn't there. So she come and sit in the chair by the door in the store. And she was sitting there about half an hour, 40 minutes. Women coming in and out. Customers coming in and out. And she said, baby, look at you. You in your world. She said, these women come in and hug you and all that. She says, but I noticed one thing. Every time they walk out, they got a bag in their hand. She could have raised her and said, what are you doing with all these women and they come and buying from you and this and that? Nope. She realized I was just doing my job. That my heart was sitting right there at the door in that chair. I didn't do nothing disrespectful. The hugs weren't disrespectful hugs. Or if I help someone, tell them you look good, you'll look good in this outfit, or this is what you want, this fits you. Because I got the point, I could look at any woman, I could look at any woman and tell her size. So I knew just what was in the store that would fit her and look good on her. And I was a hell of a salesman. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Because anytime you can pull out what a woman to look good in and the size without asking, do you know how much of a plus that is for you? I was a damn good salesman. I was a good hustler. And my wife didn't feel threatened at all. She could have raised hell. Well, what are you doing? Why? Every night, every evening when the store closed, I'm home within an hour. Every night when I close my eyes, you're in my arms. Where's the room to be jealous? Or to think I'm doing something wrong? I'm making a living. And I built that. I went from a street vendor to having 3 or 4 vending spots, to having a warehouse, to having a printing factory, to having 3 or 4 store locations all at the same time. Why? Because she was there to support me. When I came home tired, she didn't fuss and raise no hell. If I asked her, baby, I'm hungry, can you fix me something to eat? She fixed me something to eat. Or I called her, hey, baby, you want me to stop and get something? See, that makes a difference. To come home, now to come home, you know, my wife, like I said, we getting ready, May the 1st, we'll be celebrating our 29th anniversary. 83, yeah. And do you know, right to the day, we've never had an argument? Now, we've had many now. Let me just get this right. We've had many discussions. We've had plenty of discussions, but we don't argue. See, an argument is trying to prove, say who's right. A discussion is trying to figure out what is right. It's a big damn difference between who and what. Lines are open, y'all. Somebody talk to me. Very good, Lady T. I appreciate that. Lines are open, y'all. Somebody talk to me. So all y'all out there have never had a relationship that didn't work, or you've never been married and never had because you ain't married the first person, and you ain't still with the first person you ever loved. You thought you loved. But that was something. See, people come to your life for a reason, a season, or a lesson. When I say a reason, a season, or a lesson. And the lesson is always there. Yes.
Go ahead and finish your thought.
No, go ahead, darling. I'm finished.
Well, I was just getting ready to chime in, and you actually opened the door for me to segue right in, because actually, one of the best things I've learned about relationships, and this applies to everyone. There's 3 types of relationships, and some of you may have heard this before, but there's 3 types of relationships. There's a lifetime relationship, there's a life-changing relationship, and there's a purposeful relationship.
Yes.
And a lot of times we get those relationships mixed up, but we have to know what type of relationship we're in. And as Lady T was saying, I'm talking about not just romantic relationships or intimate relationships. This is business relationships, friendships, across the board relationships. And a purposeful relationship means that you and that person came together to serve a purpose. No matter what that purpose is, you came together and served a purpose. Once that purpose is fulfilled, the relationship will never be the same.
Right.
So you have to understand what type of relationship you're in. The life-changing relationship is someone came into your life. It could be someone you met in the store and struck up a conversation, and they gave you something, they put something on you, they said something to you, and it's like, whoa, and it was an awakening. These people come in and they awaken something in you, they show you your resiliency, they do something that's life-changing. That's a life-changing relationship. That could happen in a minute, it could happen over a course of time. And then there's your lifetime relationship. You two are together, one of you going to bury each other. Now, the problem is, a lot of times we try to take that purposeful relationship and that life-changing relationship and make it into a lifetime relationship. And it was never supposed to be a lifetime relationship. So that goes back to what you and Lady T were talking about. You have to understand why you're in that relationship, and is it a relationship you need to be in? If it's purposeful, once the purpose is fulfilled, we keep trying to make it a lifetime, but it will never be the same. You can never have what you had before. The purpose has been fulfilled. And we know this is true because imagine if every single person that we meet in life, if they stay in our life, imagine how crowded our lives would be. Everybody's not meant to stay in your life.
No.
Some people are meant to come, and like you said, Professor Murray, to teach you a lesson. There's a lot of people who are just come into your life to teach you a lesson, and they serve their purpose, and
Right.
they must move on. So we have to know when to hold them and when to fold them.
You know, I had a discussion with an old friend. Well, she's bitter now. She's very bitter. And I called her and when we were talking, I called her my forever love. And she freaked out. And I told her, dear, you can't control that I love you. You are I will love you forever. That's all I'm saying. You are I will love you for like my baby's mother. I don't care. I don't like her, but I love her. I love her because she gave me good memories. I learned a lot from our relationship, and she gave me the greatest gift that God gave me since I was born. He gave me a son. She gave me a son. I will love her forever and a day, regardless of how much hell she took me through, because she gave me a son. I don't have to like her to love her. And because I call you my forever love, that doesn't have the value. I mean, it has a great value. You got to learn how to judge it, how to look at it. If you're going to look at it in a negative way, it's going to be a negative thing to you. But if you look at it in a positive way, for someone to say they'll love you forever, as a forever love, that don't mean that we got to have something going now. It's just the memories we had, I will love forever. And you are that memory. Look at you. Look at when me and you met, baby girl. And it didn't take long for I loved you. And my wife didn't feel challenged. She didn't feel threatened. Because I told you and I adopted you. And I adopted you at the age of, you were 48 when I adopted you. You were 48. Because I told you, you gave me something I never had that I've always wanted. Was a daughter. And I never hang up from talking to you without telling you that I love you. You've came to my house many a times and eaten. You've stayed here many a times. And my wife accepted you as, just like I have, as our daughter. And you were 48. And so that means we've been together, what, 6 years maybe? And I'm telling your age, and I'm sorry. But, I mean, like I said, there are many types of love. My wife, she never felt threatened by you. She knew I wasn't going nowhere. She knew that she knows she, and I tell you my heart. She knows she is my heart. You've got to do things to balance your life. And like I told you, if you just love one person, you're a lonely person. You are a lonely, because no one person can fulfill everything. Continue on, baby girl.
I was finished. I just wanted to share that piece.
Okay.
Because I just think that's so profound in relationships as we're dealing with people. You know, and I'm so about people and how we connect with one another. But we have to put relationships in perspective, you know. But going back to your title, Black Love, it's a beautiful thing.
There's nothing.
There's no love like Black love.
You know why that is? Because of our culture. Because of our spirit. Because of that thing in us called melanin. That makes us the people. I mean, whew, I couldn't love another race of person like I do my black people and my black women. I know that is an impossibility for me. Because, like I said, I like that rhythm that we have, and the women, I like that glide in your stride.
And you know, when you're out and about and you see couples together, and maybe because it's our connection to our own people, but when I see a black couple, it takes me to a whole nother place, like a whole nother level of admiration.
Yes.
To see a black couple.
Yes.
It's a beautiful, just to see it, the poetry and motion of black love. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it.
And you know, and then, you know, sex is very vital and very important. But you've got to talk. If your mate ain't doing what you want physically to you and satisfying you, teach them. Teach them. Teach them. Tell them what you want, what you like. You know, you know, everybody know about the little boy Johnny. You know, he's got all these jokes and stuff out there. Little Johnny. Let me read you something that every time I read it, I keep not like it. Says, little Johnny, The teacher asked little Johnny, "What is sex?" Johnny stood up and said, "Teacher, sex is temptation caused by sensation where a boy sticks his location into a girl's destination to increase the population of the next generation." Then he says, "Did you get my explanation, or do you need a demonstration?" The teacher stared at him and then fainted. See, y'all don't realize there's a lot of truth and fact in that. Sex is a temptation caused by a sensation where a boy sticks his location into a girl's destination, and eventually they can increase the population of the next generation. Think about that. That's very deep. I love Johnny. Little Johnny has his own page on Facebook. And sometimes I go and just read his stories. They ain't long, but they make you laugh, but he makes sense. Just like I love, oh God, I can't think of his name. Daggone, Langston Hughes. I tell you what y'all want to do. Enjoy. Read Langston Hughes' stories on Simple. Read his stories on Simple. That boy, I'm serious. Because his name was Simple, it just means he gave common sense. Common sense. And Langston Hughes named that character Simple. Read it. And learn something, y'all. Let me get into y'all and tell y'all what we're doing here at the Millionaire Mastermind Institute. Let me do this right now. But I need y'all to do me a favor. I need you to go on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, and I want you to subscribe or like my pages. Because that helps me grow, y'all. That does stuff for me. And you'll get a chance to see everything that I'm really posting and putting out there. Because I'm putting some heavy stuff out there, y'all. And if you need me, I'm here. If you want to book me, I'm here. I'm gonna tell y'all something that I'm doing. I'm gonna get into it in a minute. I've had, because of this show, within the last couple of weeks, I sold 2 books. And one of the gentlemen called me and said he ordered 4 more. He says, I got to take this book and that's what I'm gonna give as gifts, as gifts for the rest of the year, for this year. I want to give your book, Climbing Success Mountain. He told me it was a fantastic read. Made me feel good. It really made me feel good. Really made me feel good. And y'all, you know we're doing a fund drive. And you can donate by going to Cash App at $W Murray. Cash App at $W Murray. Or go to PayPal, paypal.me/W Murray. Now, let me tell you what I'm doing right now, and I'm going to give it to you right now. On April the 24th, I have been booked to do a presentation. It's called Backyard Seminar. Backyard Seminar, because in this backyard. And it's free, but we aren't going to allow but 20, 25 people. Because we got to do social distancing, and you got to wear a mask. And it's free. It is free. In order to register, I'm telling you right now, in order to register, go to backyardseminar.eventbrite.com. Backyardseminar.eventbrite.com and register for your ticket. I've already got people registered already. It's a backyard, and it's free. It's going to be 2 hours from 10 to 12. 10 in the, it's a Saturday. I'm telling you, don't be late. The session's going to start on time, and don't be number 21. Go ahead and sign up right now. It's on my Facebook page. It's on my LinkedIn page, and I got to figure out because they got me blocked on Twitter, and it's not my fault. Someone hacked my thing, my account, and they blocked me. That's Saturday, April the 24th from 10 to 12. Go to backyardseminar.eventbrite.com and reserve your ticket. Reserve your seat. Reserve your seat. See, that's what the Millionaire Mastermind Institute is doing right now. I got booked to do it, and see, you can book me to do one in your backyard. You can charge. You can charge. This one, she's doing it for free. But like she put on her seminars free, but donations are accepted. The donation goes to me, y'all. She wanted to do it. I'm not charging her to do this, so she's going to take up a little donation for those that want to give. If you don't want to give, that's fine. It's in Upper Marlboro, Maryland, and once you register, it's right up the Beltway, y'all, right there near Marlowe's Furniture. For those of you in the DMV, you know where Marlowe's Furniture is on Pennsylvania Avenue at the Beltway. Well, it's right up the street from there. And you'll get the address once you register. You'll get the address. I want to thank y'all for this evening. I really, really do. A good session, y'all. I wish you had more time. I enjoyed doing this. This was pretty nice. And I hope I touched someone. Y'all quit being lonely. Stop telling someone because you don't think they fit what you want. No. When they ask you out, or ask you to lunch, or ask you to dinner, or can we talk on the phone and get acquainted? Don't tell them no, because I told you loneliness is a beast. Loneliness is a beast. There's no doubt about that. It is. Okay, come on now. My music won't play. See that? It won't act like that and not play. Y'all don't realize the trouble I've been having the whole time I've been doing this, but y'all didn't even know that. I just told you that. Here it is. I want to thank everyone for tuning in and giving me the opportunity to talk and educate you and get that off my chest. As I always tell you, if you push me, I'll pull you. If you pull me, I'll push you. Y'all, it's not going to matter whether I'm pushing or pulling. Y'all, we're going to get there together. Why? Because I'm determined to make you a winner. You know I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Until next time, y'all, God bless. Call me here at the Institute at 240-619-2019. 240-619-2019. Or go to my website and order my book, Climbing Success Mountain. mminstitute.info. mminstitute.info. Until next time, y'all, God bless. And keep working on your road to success. And share that black love. Until next time.